because this is nothing new to gaming. This exists in the sports world as well.
Anyone who has grown up with the internet or video games is no stranger to the problems, only partially hidden in its depths. But while the debate over regulation continues, some companies are taking the challenge of creating a more inclusive space into their own hands. Intel is working with Spirit AI to create a censor program called Bleep in an attempt to remove toxic speech from in-game chats.
Users can define the filters and the categories that they would like to remove, putting the user completely in control of the audio that they would like to eliminate.
It's interesting to see like the filters being on like a sliding scale, because it's like, does misogyny really need to be like allow a little bit, allow some, like, or disable it all?
While its recent announcement is receiving mixed reviews, Victor Lee, co-founder of the Alberta Esports Association, says it is a good first step to replacing the current methods.
Have like a moderator or supervisor who would, filter through the chat manually and ban speakers who are using hate speech and trying to moderate in that sense. But that's also not very scalable, and it's also not very sustainable.
The factor of anonymity online, providing a refuge from social repercussions for people expressing hate. And there is particular concern for younger users who would come face to face with the darker side.
So that's one of the biggest driving forces for a number of the teachers and schools that actually we've been working with at the Alberta Esports Association to create this type of safe environment for their students to play. Otherwise, they're susceptible to this, Wild West internet space.
And I personally actually don't even think that big tech companies have even begun to understand their personal ethical accountability when it comes to tech platforms creating hostile, hateful, and toxic environments.
Intel plans to launch the tool later in 2021, giving the control to end users.
We forget, what the whole goal of this is to, have an opportunity to play games in a safe and inclusive environment. And so it's great to see industry leaders like Intel taking this step to make this a safer environment for everyone.
In Calgary, Joe Horwood, City News.